Welcome to another edition of Beer League Hockey. I'm Chris, running solo today. Today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to build your own, basically do-it-yourself rebounder kit. So you want to do some hockey practice, do it in your garage, backyard, anything. I'm going to show you how to build one of these really cheap versus buying them, and spending a good amount of coin on those. So what we're going to do is I'll get right to it and show you all the steps needed and the hardware needed, from basically your local hardware store to tools you have laying around your own garage. So we'll start and pretty much switch from video to pictures or basically narrate it. So what we'll do is we'll get right to it, show you everything that you're going to need to build your own do-it-yourself rebounder kit. Also, seeing how it's 100 degrees in the garage, today we're being fueled by Gatorade, the green stuff. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll lay out the tools and the hardware you're going to need to buy. I'll throw up a little screenshot, basically lay it all out. And what we're going to do is I bought enough hardware materials to build 2 of these. So you could build one for yourself, one for your buddy, or keep them both, and then you'll have a left and a right sister. Okay, so we'll get right to it. Let's go. Okay, now that you have your 2 identical pieces, now we can go on and talk about the hardware and the tools that we're going to use to get this project underway. So let's put these back behind us. So, hardware-wise, we're looking at 16 half-inch washers, 12 half-inch nuts, and 8 half-inch by 3.5-inch long half-inch bolts. Okay. You'll need a 48-inch long bungee cord, and it needs to be the flat ones, not the thick rubber ones, and not the round ones that are just round like a little rope. These need to be the flat ones. These are probably sold in 2-pack, so one for you, one for your buddy. Need a drill, adjustable wrench, and 3/4 inch open box end wrench. Half-inch spade bit. We're going to have to drill through our boards and make our holes. And some standard wood clamps to hold our 2 pieces together, so we'll do 2 at the same time, as long as the thing stays on. Now we're going to put our 2 pieces together. They're going to be identical, so if we put them together, clamp them together, drill our holes, we do 2 at one time. Alright, let's get started. So we'll get our work area ready. We already got our bit in the drill, ready to go. Washer to make some guide holes. So let's get these clamped up and set up. Alright, so the way you want to look at this, as if you're got it aimed and you're going to be shooting into this. So you're going to want 2 outside posts to act as feet, and then 2 on the inside. Okay? So let's estimate that. Maybe we'll put one here, over here, one here, and here. Alright, if you want to get technical, you can measure it out. That way everything's equal, but sure, why not? Let's give it a try. Let's measure this out. So we're going to go 1.5 inches in from the outside. Set our washer right there. Put a little hole on the inside. Alright, we'll do that there, and then we'll go 1.5 inches in on this side. A little difficult because I put the clamp right here. Alright, there's our 2 holes. And let's improvise on the bottom holes. Okay, so we're going to go 18 inches in on the bottom on the inside legs. So we'll come over 18 inches from this side, and then we'll come back 18 inches from this side. So we have our area, center the washer, drop a hole, mark a hole on the inside, there we go. And there's your 2 marks. Okay, so what we've done is we've actually moved the project wood back a little bit more so it overhangs, and we can get drill holes straight through without cutting into our working surface. So let's go ahead and let's drill these 4 holes out. Okay, so there you have it. We have our 4 stand holes that we're going to put those bolts into, and those will act as our legs for this unit. So let's clean this up a bit, and we'll be right back. Okay, now that we have our 4 holes drilled, we're going to release the project from the clamps, and then we can proceed to start building this. We'll start with 1. Okay? Okay. Now we got our nuts and bolts ready and our washers. We're going to go ahead and assemble this. Make sure your holes are good and the size is exactly for the diameter of the bolt. So you take 1 bolt, put a washer on, and actually go ahead and washer up all bolts. All your bolts have washers now, so now we can go ahead and start inserting them through the boards in the holes. Now that you've got everything threaded, now you can go ahead and snug up these nuts, and then we'll go on to the next step. Alright, so now you're going to have 2 extra nuts. So what you want to do is just put those on the outside. Like so. Okay, these are going to act as guides for the bungee cord. So what you'll do is now you'll spin these down. Once you put the bungee cords on, then that'll decide where and how you raise those guide nuts. Take out our bungee cords and our cheaply made material packaging. Try not to cut yourself while you do this. Alright. Get rid of those. We'll take the spare one for the second one, just throw it underneath. Alright, so let's look at this guy. Zip tied, of course, so let's cut that. One second, don't mind the sweat, because it is 100 degrees here in Arizona. Alright, so what you want to do is hook one end here. Alright, now when you're stretching this, be careful not to whip yourself in the face. It is bungee after all. So what the threads of the screw do actually add grip to keep that bungee cord in place and keep it where you want it against the floor. Alright, so pretty much simple enough. You can already see where this is going. Okay, there you have it. Here's what it looks like upside down, and you can see basically the primary principle of the bungee. So what we'll do is we'll flip this over and show you how it's going to work. Okay, so there you have it. There is the do-it-yourself rebounder already in place. What I have it setting on right now is a piece of 4x8 polywall utility panel. You can find this in Home Depot as well. Alright, it is about $22 to $24 for this sheet, but it's very smooth, and you can see the green biscuit. I'll show you in a second. Slides real nice. So let me show you a little quick demo on how this is going to work. Okay, and there you have it for this episode of Beer League Hockey and the do-it-yourself edition. So go ahead, follow the instructions and build yourself one. All right, see you next time.